So welcome back to Season 1, Episode 10 of Minecraft Survival Guide. So I know we said that we were going to stick in the nether and look for that fortress. However, I have searched and searched and searched, and we're going to come back to that. So I have decided that we are going to go ahead and work on a couple of builds. Some experience farms, that kind of stuff. We're going to continue searching for the nether fortress, but I'm not having much luck. So up here, we are going to finally put in our starter base. However, as you can see, it is a bit bigger of a build, just a tad. It's nothing like a mega build or anything. But some of the blocks that I'm wanting to use for this come from different biomes. I really like the look of this strip birch, and that's going to be the pillars of our house. However, we need a couple of other blocks that only come from a different biome. So we are going to go ahead and do a little bit more searching. So head on this way, and we are just gonna work on filling in the rest of that map. So I do have the replay mod installed, so I may replay some of this back to you in a time-lapse video just to go through some of this traveling a little bit faster. I may skip some sections if I think it's just too boring. I don't want to make this video too long, but at the same point in time, I want you guys to see everything. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll run across some of the very specific biomes that we are looking for. I don't have much hope of that, just because I know the biomes we're looking for, and they're a bit harder to find. But who knows? We have run across 2 swamp biomes, and in my experience, those are a bit harder to find. that is a bit unfortunate. Despite finding or filling in the rest of our map, we have not found either one of the biomes that we are looking for. So, I do have a couple more trips up my sleeve. So, we are going to go ahead and head back home real quick. Okay, so we have our cartography table here. Okay, so that is our level 3 map. We are going to go ahead and make a copy of it. And our copy is going to go in the item frame there. Our non-copy is going to go up here with a piece of paper, and we are going to fully zoom that map out. As you can see, we've gotten a lot smaller on that map. And we pretty much have to fill everything back in. Your trades are way too expensive, dude. The village is still going to be the edge of our map. What are you guys doing clear out here? There we go. One more thing before we go on our way. I don't need 3 beds. So we will go ahead and drop them off too. Oh, not there. As you can see, our storage is starting to get a little full, and that is sort of what I'm trying to fix here as well. Is that's going to be our house slash storage building for here in the beginning. So, these storage buildings, especially once you start getting mid to late game, can easily go into being mega builds. So, I'm trying to put a decent storage building in there until we're ready for to build our bigger one later on. is nice. We did end up finding our first jungle biome. So, and that is going to be what we needed for brown dye. And we are going to go ahead and nab some more of these vines. And that does give us one of the blocks that we are going to need for our build, and that is jungle saplings. Or jungle wood. And because we have jungle saplings, the ability to also make it back home. And there we go, we've done a pretty good job at filling up our inventory with that jungle wood. So we are going to go ahead and head back over here, where we left our boat. And we're gonna keep going. The drown that had spawned into our boat has left, so let's see. And this jungle is barely on our map. And so if I turn our mini map back on, you can see where, let's see, our base is that direction by 2,000 some blocks. So you can see these maps can get pretty big. Oh, and we found one of the more rare biomes. Not the one we're specifically looking for today, but it will be nice later on to know where one is. And that is going to be this biome right here, and that is going to be the warm ocean. I believe that's the warm ocean. Warm ocean. And it is going to be really colorful with all of the coral blocks in it. I'm not sure how exactly well this is going to work, but we are going to go ahead and swim down here and try and collect something. that is going to be sea pickles. And that'll be really nice later on. Now for all this coral, we will need a silk pickaxe or a silk axe, because otherwise, if you do not have silk touch, you will not get anything. And coral does not regenerate, so if you get nothing from it, you get absolutely nothing. And you only have a limited amount of it in your world, so it's a very valuable resource. And by the looks of it, we have an acacia village right here. So standard. Now this is terracotta, and that is one of the blocks I am looking for. But we're definitely not, unless I tear down all of these houses, we are not going to get, paper. We are not going to get enough blocks, near enough, even if I tore down all of these houses, to use them for what I want. I always seem to see this problem with acacia villages. The world generates the village in, and then they generate a water sprout up here, and it takes away half of their food. Whoa, there's a ravine cutting this village in half. But by the looks of it, beyond a couple of cats, which we don't have any fish for at the moment, that looks to be it. I'm not even sure how we get up there. Oh. There we go. What trades do you have? Nope. But this way and recollect our boat, because it seems we left it behind. Not that it would be a big deal if we did. I can always make a new one. But we can just recover the one we've already been using. I would much rather do that. We are back on this edge of the village map. So no, we are not going to take the time to completely fill in this map. That is going to take a little while longer than one episode. But we are going to try and fill in the outer edges, so we sort of get a good idea of what is here. And of course, this will become a lot easier to do once we have an elytra. not something that uncommon to see is an acacia savanna biome next to a desert biome, because they are very similar in temperatures. Now, at the day of this recording, it is November 8th. Now, this won't be getting updated for about another 2 weeks, but I would like you guys, we are about 7 weeks away from the big 1.18 update. So, if I could get all of your opinions, with me starting this world so late, I am debating on whether or not to update this world to 1.18. If we update this world to 1.18, we will be updating chunks. Ooh, coarse dirt. I don't have any more storage, unfortunately. So I can either start a second Let's Play series or a second survival series, and we can play 1.18 on the second series and while still updating the 1.17 series. I'm really liking this world. Or we can go ahead and update this world, and I won't start a second Let's Play until either we A, get bored with this world, or B, 1.19 is out. Now, not saying that even once 1.19 is out next summer that I won't update this world to it, but our world is going to be a little older by then. So, ooh, a desert temple. If I had the space, I would say let's definitely raid it. But as it is, we are going to mark it with a waypoint, and we are going to leave it alone for the moment. Oh, and for all of you who are paying attention to those waypoints, I did find a zombie spawner. I did find an entire encased dungeon. We have not raided it yet. I will be doing that on screen. But it was down in one of the caves near the village. And I was waiting until we got to go to the nether, and I picked up some soul sand before I went ahead and raided that dungeon, and I'm pretty sure we are going to transform it into an early game XP farm. Now, though not quite as good as, say, a skeleton dungeon, which in my opinion is the best one, it is better than, say, a cave spider dungeon, just in the fact that I will be able to get a lot of mob drops from it, though it will only be rotten flesh instead of bones, arrows, and bows. I may get a few bows and armors, but with it being zombie rather than a skeleton, it won't be as many. There'll still be a couple, but not near as many. It'll be more swords and that kind of thing. Zombies don't really spawn with bows. That's a skeleton thing. But it is a good way to get enchanted armor, enchanted swords, and equipment to be able to disenchant for more levels, as well as, of course, the regular experience that you would get another acacia village. Thought we were too far away from the acacia forest. Or is this a plains village? So most of the biomes have their own village. So this is the plains. So this is a plains village. This is kind of weird. Because I'm pretty sure that is terracotta over there. You don't really find terracotta in a plains village. That is usually a taiga thing. Yeah, that's plain terracotta. And this is a pretty good sized village. We are not going to rate it at the moment. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of room for anything else. So I could throw a couple of things out. I mean, we have plenty of this. We have plenty of this. I don't really need any more of these. Guess I could have thrown them into the cactus, but what I did see, and it is just off the map yet again, is I see the red over there, which is looking to be red sands, and it is just going to be off the map. And this is going to be a Badlands biome, which is the biome that we have been most looking for. I need some terracotta for our build. So we didn't get quite enough terracotta to finish off this build here, but we got enough to start it, and I can always go back and get some more. So we are going to go ahead and set it on over here. I'm going to have to add another chest to this setup. And we are going to have to go from there and see what we do. But thank you for watching Minecraft Survival, Season 1, Episode 10, and I will see you next time.